Hey friends, it's Corey from Hey Let's Make Stuff, and in today's video we are going to be testing two methods for removing bad iron-on vinyl. If you've ever made a project using iron-on vinyl and for some reason it didn't stick very well, or some of the edges got messed up or something like that, you can actually save your garment by using one of these two methods. The first is using an iron. Basically we're going to heat that adhesive back up and then we're going to use tweezers to peel off the vinyl. The second is using a product called VLR Vinyl Lifter. This basically dissolves the adhesive on the back and allows you to peel up the vinyl. I'm going to show you both of these methods because one may work better for you than the other, and I like you to have options. For this project, I am using this completely ruined pink onesie I have here that says "Sleep is for the weak." You can see here that the vinyl, especially at the top, is all rippled and it just looks terrible. Some of the letters are falling off. It's got issues here. So basically, I want to be able to take all of this iron-on vinyl off and reuse this onesie for a different project. Let's start with the iron. This is sort of the easier method and I think it works really well, so this is probably the way you're going to want to go. I'll still show you this method just in case this method doesn't work, but this is definitely probably where you want to start. To start, you're going to want to set your iron to the hottest cotton setting and you want to turn off any steam. Then you're basically going to want to put your garment over the iron. I'm very accident prone, so I'm going to go ahead and wear my heat resistant gloves. I'll link to these in the description, but I don't want to burn myself today and it feels like a day where I could, so let's see. You want to basically put this over the iron like this. So I'm going to start here at the top. Oh yeah, I definitely would have burned myself without these gloves. And then you want to stretch it like this. So I can already see some of this starting to peel off. You kind of want to stretch it against the plate of the iron here. And you can see that it's starting to peel off on its own. Makes it so easy here. And it may come off in smaller pieces and bigger pieces. It really depends on the type of iron-on vinyl that you used. But you can see how this is a process where you can remove all of that iron-on. And it does take some time, so you may just have to be patient. Some vinyl comes off more easily than others. This one's just a little fussy, but it is coming off. You just need to take some time. So you can see that I was able to get up quite a bit here with the iron. It does take some time because sometimes the iron-on really does fall apart and then you end up with these sort of like very small little chunks of it. So let's go ahead and give the VLR a shot. For the VLR, I have swapped out my base for a cutting mat that I don't mind if I get solvent on it. And then you're gonna wanna turn your garment inside out. Just like this. Now this says to wear eye protection and gloves, so I am going to do that. I've got my glasses on already. And then we will apply a few drops of the solvent to the back of our garment here. Now let's turn this right side out. This stuff does not smell great, I'm not gonna lie. Now once this starts to seep through, you have a couple options. You can pull up pieces with tweezers like this, but you may find that to be a little difficult. So I have actually found that if you stretch it a little bit and break it apart, and then you use your rubber gloves here, you can actually sort of just rub the iron-on vinyl off. It gets kind of messy, but you can see here that it does actually work. The rubber gloves work really well for this. You can see here, just like that. If you do the stretching, it sort of just breaks it into smaller pieces and it becomes easier to sort of rub it away like this. If your solvent starts drying while you're working on this, you may need to add more solvent. So let's go ahead and put this inside out again. We'll add a little bit more solvent. Bit down here at the bottom. And then again, start to use your gloves to sort of peel up that vinyl. You can see that I have most of this off. I'm going to keep going here, but I wanted to point out that I do have like some little pieces here that didn't come off in my rubbing. And if you have that, you can just put a little bit more just on top and then wait for it to dry a little bit and then they come right off. And there you have it. I will throw this onesie in the wash and I will be able to use it again. If you found this tutorial about removing iron-on vinyl helpful, I would appreciate a like. If you want more crafty content, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next week.